Ms. Crawley, organize the students' test score in a stem and leaf plot below. Which measure of center accurately describes the students' test scores listed in the stem and leaf plot? The median score is 87. The mode is 100. I know mode is pretty easy, and mode is most often. The one that appears the most often is 100. There was 4 zeros, so that is 4 100ths. So the mode is 100. So all of those two are correct. Median 86, range 67. Let's go ahead and do the range. That is pretty easy. We take the biggest number, which is 100, and we subtract the smallest number, which is 65. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 6 is 3, which is 35. So this is correct, and my range is not 67. So that eliminates D. But we do not know the median. Median is the middle number when you order them from least to greatest. They are already in order here. So we're going to start marking off. You start at this end and this end, opposites end, and start marking off. So I have 4, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to continue marking off. So it is between 55 and 57. So 85, you're right, 85 and 87. What is right in the middle of 85 and 87? 86. So 86, my median is not 87. My median is not 85. So that leaves us with B, 86. The age of the 6th grade teachers are listed below. 29, 30, 33, 35, 40, 48, 56. What is the IQR? IQR is the Q3 minus the Q1. Here is my median. Q3 is the median of the lower half, which is 30. Crossed off, crossed off. My median of this half is 48. So 48 minus 30 is 18. Number 3. The box plot, the math test scores for 2 different classes are represented in the graph below. This is a box plot. Which statement about Class A and Class B scores appear to be true? The interquartile range for Class B is less than the interquartile range for Class A. The interquartile range is the box. That is your interquartile range. Class B is less than Class A. Is Class B bigger or smaller? It is bigger, so it's not less. So that is not true. The minimum score for Class B is 45. Here's Class B. The minimum score is not 45, so that is not true. The median score for Class A, the median score is right here, and it is about at 80. The median score here, this is 75, and this is 80. It's 5 points less than the median score for Class B. Is Class A 5 less? Yes, it is 5 less, so this could be my answer. The range for Class B is less than the range for Class A. Looking at A, the range is from here to here. The range of Class B is from here to here. Which one has a longer line? Class B has a longer line, so that is bigger than Class A, and this is saying it is less. So it's not D. So my answer is C. Below is a list of quiz scores: 68, 70, 72, 76, 78, 82, 88, 94. Which score, when added to the list of scores, would not change the median? So let's first find the median. Median is the middle number when you line them up from greatest to least. So they're already lined up from greatest to least, so let's find our median. So between 76 and 78, it is 77. So if I add a 77 in here, is it going to change my median? No, the median still would be 77 because I would cross these off then, and I would have 77. So the answer is C, 77. The graph below compares the education levels of school district employees. So from this section right here is your PhDs. And if I look across, I can see that the PhD is a little over 30%. No, I'm sorry, a little over 20%. So I'm going to say it's around 23%. The bachelor is in this section. This is 10, 20, 30, a little bit here and a little bit here. So I'm going to say it is about 44%. And then from here to here is 10, 20, and about 7, so about 27%. So now look, which statement about the data represents the graph appears to be true? 100% of employees have master's degrees? No. No, that is not true. 69% of employees have bachelors? No. No. 44% have bachelors? Yes. Or 31 have a PhD? No. Double check that, because does it go over? It does not go over 30, so I know that is not true. So my answer is C. The number of books sold at a bookstore during the last 7 days is listed below. 255, 250, 275, 300, 280, 290, 275. Which measure of data does not describe a typical number of books sold during these 7 days? Range is when you take the biggest number and subtract the smallest. My biggest number is 300. My smallest is 250. 300 minus 250 gives me 50. So can you say, would it be reasonable to say that you sold about 50 books a day, when in reality you showed 255, 280, 275? So this is not true, because they sold a lot more than 50. 100 women randomly selected and asked about their shoe size. The results are shown in the graph below. This is a histogram. Which statement below about the data represents the graph does not appear to be true? Does not appear to be true. So we want not true. More than 60% of the women polled wear a shoe between the size of 8 and 9.5. So that is this area. So let's see how much this is. This is about 30, and this one is about 35. When I add these two together, I get 65. Is that more than 60? Yes. So that one's true, and we were wanting not true. 10% of the women polled wear a shoe between 10 and 10.5. 10 and 10.5. So I'm going to use this, and that is about 10%. 10. And that will be 10% because they asked 100 women. So that is true. Approximately 1/4 of the women polled wear a shoe size between 7 and 7.5. 1/4 of 100, because it was 100 women, is 25. So if this is 25, that one is true. So if we look at 7 to 7.5, which is this section, is it past the 25? No, this is probably about 15. So this is not true. So that might be our answer. So let's look at the next one. The number of women surveyed that wear shoe size between 8 and 8.5, right here, is double the number reported that wear a 7 to 7.5. Is 30 double 15? Yes. So this is true. So since we are not wanting not true, C is the answer. Mr. Jensen polled his class about their favorite color. The results are shown in a relative frequency table below. So the frequency table is like when you put the tally marks and you mark them out. So you want the most. So the most is going to be what it is. So which table below describes the mode? So we want the most of the data representing the relative frequency table. Looking at these numbers, the most is blue. So the mode of data representing the table is blue. That is true. We can determine it. The mode of the data representing the table is pink and red. Pink and red are the same thing, but that is not the most. The mode is 10%. That is not true. So my answer is A. Number 9. The frequency table below shows the results of a survey asking students about their favorite types of pizza. 18 like cheese, 13 like pepperoni, 9 like supreme, and 5 like vegetarian. Which statement below accurately describes the data in the table? The mode is 18. No. The mode would be cheese, because we're not asking how many times did 18 appear. How many times did cheese appear? Which one appeared the most? Cheese appeared the most. So 18 is not the mode. 40% of the students prefer cheese. Well, we need to first, how many students did they ask? They asked 18, 13, 9, and 5. So someone add those up for me. Add 18, 13, 9, and 5. Katie. 45. There are 45. So how many wanted cheese? 18 out of 45. So I want to simplify my answer. What can I divide 18 and 45 both by? 9. 18 divided by 9 is 2. 45 divided by 9 is 5. And I'm wanting a percent. Percent is always out of 100. So I'm going to make my bottom number to go to 100. How does 5 go to 100? Times 20. If we multiply 20 at the bottom, we have to multiply 20 at the top. 2 times 20 is 40. So 40 over 100 is 40%. So this is true. Let's look at the next one just to double check our math. 9 out of 45 liked Supreme. Let's see if that is 30%. What can I divide 9 and 45 both by? I can divide them both by 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 45 divided by 9 is 5. 1/5. I want my bottom number to 100 times 20 times 20. So this would be 20%, and I'm wanting 30%. So that is not true. More than half the survey wanted Supreme or pepperoni. So Supreme and pepperoni together. 13 plus 9. 9, 10, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. 22. Is 22 half of 45?
Is 22 half of 45?
22 is not half of 45, so my answer is A. Number 10. Mr. Kosa recorded the writing rubric. Scores in the graph below. This is a dot plot. So we have 0, 1, 1, and I have 3 2s. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, and 5. This is a symmetrical. This is symmetrical. So now we are wanting to find the median. I'm going to cross off on both sides. So I have two middle numbers, so I'm going to add them together. 2 plus 3 is 5. And now I'm going to divide by 2. 5 divided by 2. 2 we're going to divide 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. I add a decimal on, add a 0 on, and bring my decimal up. And now I can bring the 0 down. How many times will 2 go into 10? 5. So my answer is 2 and 5 tenths.